Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our special update on Tropical Cyclone Gabrielle, recorded on Saturday, February the 11th in the afternoon. Well, this is where it is at the moment, and it is tracking towards the upper North Island. Here is the latest tracking from the Met Service. Now, you can go to their website and see the very latest, but this is what they had up when we recorded this afternoon. Category 3, that makes it a severe tropical cyclone. Very rare to see a storm as powerful as that coming this close to New Zealand. Now, you'll notice here, it switches to an L. That means that it's no longer a tropical cyclone, it's an extratropical cyclone. And it sort of gets a little bit messier to look at on the weather maps, but it's still the same storm. It doesn't just suddenly vanish because it's no longer a tropical cyclone. So you can see here on the map, all the severe weather here. So the center of the storm, even if it tracks just to the north of New Zealand, you've got this big belt of very windy weather and rain that is coming along with it. Let's have a look here for tonight. So Kingston, the capital of Norfolk Island, we've got about 2,000 people living there. The center of the storm, the eye of the storm, going right over the top of you later on tonight and overnight tonight. So that's a very serious situation for Norfolk Island, which is of course just to the northwest of New Zealand. Now here we are at 1 p.m. on Sunday. Low air pressure into the 960 hectopascal range. You'll start to notice if you've got a barometer, the air pressure dropping as this starts to all move in. So we just showed you the tracking. That's for the middle part. But look at all this severe weather to the south. That's the area of concern. It's not only full of strong winds, gale force, severe gales in fact, it's also full of rain, a lot of tropical rain coming down with it. And that's why you're seeing some pretty big rainfall totals, mostly on Monday and Tuesday, but it starts here on Sunday. So 1 p.m. Sunday, notice the sort of lopsided shape to it. So when it's up in the tropics, all the severe weather is right around the center and it's quite neatly sort of designed. As it becomes extra tropical, it's a little bit like when you put the duvet into the washing machine and it suddenly starts banging around and shaking the house. This system is doing the same. You can see areas of severe weather there and severe weather over the upper North Island, but then sort of some calmer areas in the mix sort of all getting caught up into it. So it's quite complicated, and that's the reason why Met Service, Weather Watch, all of us are saying things like forecasts may still change. There may still be new places that are given warnings, and there might be others that see those warnings reduced. But for now, it looks pretty widespread, the severe weather, as we go through into Monday. So the center of the storm offshore by the looks of it, very low air pressure into the 970s. And then you've got all that rain pushing in with the strong to gale force winds going along with it. From the east to northeast over here, maybe east to southeast for the Auckland area, which by the way, actually southeast winds aren't usually quite as bad as the northeast winds. So we're hoping that that might be just a little bit of comfort for the city, but Auckland City still very exposed to a lot of rain, well over 100 millimetres, most of that falling on Monday. Now on Tuesday, early in the morning, that's when the storm very slowly moves along. So it is slowing down as it gets here. That increases the rainfall totals, especially in these eastern areas, Coromandel Peninsula and also up here around Northland. Now this model here at this time when we recorded this shows the low very close, the centre of it very close to Northland, possibly even brushing Northland. Other models show it further out to sea here. Now, if it's further out to sea, that's a good thing, but also all that rain that's on the map here would then be pushed over across these populated areas. So you can see that the center of the storm, it's important to work out where the severe weather will be, but also there's a lot of severe weather all around it. So really the tracking of it, whether it moves around 100 kilometers or not, it doesn't really make a huge difference because the storm is so big. Now we get into Tuesday, it's moving out around towards East Cape. So you can see how slow that is. From Sunday to Tuesday, it is very slowly moving along. So that increases the rain, and obviously with the wind blowing non-stop, it'll be slightly changing direction. So some people will get a bit of a break, others will suddenly find the wind picking up. And also it pushes down into the South Island. We're seeing some heavy rainfall totals around places like the Kaikoura Ranges. So you'll be seeing that. And windy weather as well, gale force winds coming in around the central part of the country. That's on Tuesday afternoon. And by Wednesday in the early hours, we think by then it's starting to sort of move out to sea away from us, but very slowly. And you've got all that wind and rain pushing in along the eastern side. Very windy in Auckland with the sou'westers coming in from the other direction now as it all starts to move away, but also drying out. So by the time we get to Wednesday, the skies dry out quite a bit for these northern areas after they've been soaked. And it stays that way into the afternoon as well by the looks of it. The system now weakening a little bit and moving out to sea. So that's two good things that happen as we get through into Wednesday. And by Thursday, most of the storm is away from us, pushing down into the Southern Ocean. Chatham Islands getting a little bit of wind and rain, probably nothing too much out of the ordinary. And then we've got a small area of low pressure left over behind it. So not completely settled in the immediate aftermath of the storm, but there is high pressure coming in behind it, hopefully for next weekend. There are plenty of Met Service warnings and watches. Please take a look at them. They're the official warnings provider. You can find them on our websites, but also obviously from metservice.com. So please do stay up to date with those Met Service warnings. This map is from our website. And that is all from me. Please take care. Please stay up to date with all the warnings. We're back again on Sunday, tomorrow, with another update into the afternoon. And obviously we'll be updating across Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Also go to our website, weatherwatch.co.nz for the latest news stories and the maps. And ruralweather.co.nz, very, very helpful. If you're trying to work out when the rain and wind is going to spike at your place, use that along with the Met Service warnings. You should have a pretty good idea about what is going on. That's all from me. We'll see you tomorrow, Sunday.